Hi YouTube! This is my first time being live on YouTube. I don't expect any visitors yet, but that's okay as long as I get it out there. So, YouTube. Hello YouTube. Hello live YouTube. It's your girl Brittany, also known as Barbie, also known as the bitch that's pissing off the entire New World Order because I take the time to actually call them out on their shit, and when they try to pit me out and shit, I continue to fuck with them and say, fuck you, I'm not a fucking whore, and you need to stop tricking out women because we don't fucking like it, and it's not gonna happen. I'm lucky that I never fucking did that, but you know what? It's getting really close to where I might, end up being in a position where I have to. Like a gun to my head and shit, because I've had the threat of a gun to my head plenty lately, but it's getting really close to that. I've had a lot of attempts on my life where I'm really glad I fucking carry a knife with me and I'm ballsy as fuck. Now, let's start talking about shit. So, I was married to this Mormon guy named Michael Taylor, right? I was so fucking in love with him, but he was a gaslighting piece of shit, so eventually I left him after we already had a kid. We moved to Utah. His whole family moved to Utah to fuck with me because how fucking dare I leave their dear little fucking asshole son, their only fucking son, right? So I left his ass after he moved to Utah because, he caught me doing vigilante pedophile hunting online because I don't like fucking people who like to hurt children. I don't like it because as a child, my family allowed me to get molested and shit like that, and I didn't like it. So I want to protect children. He found out about this, started a bunch of marital problems. We fucking left each other. His dad is still in Vegas dealing with Penn Jillette, trying to trick my ass out for being fucking human enough to leave the Mormon church and decide I want to do my own thing. But women, they only tell us we're allowed to think for ourselves. We're not allowed to actually think for ourselves because when we do, they send fucking Vegas magicians like Penn Jillette to trick you out. They sell you because money is currency. That is us, guys. I know this sounds crazy. I just fucking know it sounds crazy. I just don't give a shit. You wanna know why? Because as crazy as it sounds, this shit happens all the time. And people are aware of it. Because if you go online, people talk about these huge organizations where they're getting tricked out at. Like when they fucking cut out these sex fucking slave rings and shit, it's always the elites. It's always like Hillary Clinton. Fucking huge fucking things, right? Also, when I was a part of the anonymous community, they fully talked about how they used to infiltrate shit and leave false information, which means anonymous isn't really working for us. Anonymous is working for them. Some of them. Others of them, I do think are. I think there are people who are working for us because I get information all the time that I have no idea how I get, and then I'm like, hey, guess what, fuckers? I see you and you see me. Alright, now, Mr. NWO, Mr. Penn Jillette, Mr. Scott Taylor, who is my ex-father-in-law, Mr. Michael Taylor, who is my ex-husband, and father of my child. You know how many threats our child gets towards me? People threaten our child all the time because you couldn't handle rejection, and you sold me. You fucking bastard, you sold me. And because I haven't gone and let them trick me out, they threaten me with our son because of you, Michael. Alright? The only reason why I'm not worried is because I know you sent this shit to begin with. I know you sent it. That's why your father is still in Las Vegas when you're in Utah. Right? I know you sent it. And they're getting pissed. So you better protect that child, and if anything happens to him, know it was because you couldn't handle rejection. You sold his mother, and his mother fighting for her life. Fighting for her life is getting threats to our son. So you better want to fucking do something about that because this is your fucking fault. Michael Scott Taylor.